Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create a counter component that shows a count on our page. We are going to create a button that adds 1 to the page every time we click it, another button that subtract 5 from the count, and another button that resets it. So here we are just going to run our page, make sure that it loads. Okay. Now that we have the page showing up, we are going to start importing our React library as well as our useState hook that we are going to use in our page. We are trying to use those to help us manage the data that we are going to input in our page. So here we are creating the function counter, or the function that has a name counter. So every time we call that function, it will return uh, the results that we want. And here we're just exporting it to the page. Now we are creating an H1 for our counter label. And then we are going to create 3 buttons. The first one is going to be the button that adds 1 to our count. The second is the button that subtract 5 from our count. And the next one will be a button that resets everything to 0. So here we are creating a state variable. Um, this will help us target the count as well as manage the count inside of our data or inside of our page. So we are also making sure that the value of our count starts at 0 every time it loads and when it reloads. Here we're just waiting for our return, or for our buttons and our count to show up. Here, there you go. Now that we have it all set up, we are going to uh, create the handler for the changes that happens whenever uh, we try to call for a change. So here we are creating the add count function. It is trying to target the count, and then it's trying to add 1 every time we press the add button. And here, to link the function to the event handler, or the event handler to the button, we are trying to use the onClick method, which means it's calling the add count function. There you go. So now you can see that our count is increasing. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna write a function again, but in a different way. We start with the function, then the name of the function that we are going to call for every time that we want the count to be subtracted. Okay, and we are going to use again the onClick handler to link our handler to our button. Okay, now you can see 15, and then when we subtract, okay, we are trying to debug it real quick. Okay, now that our function is working, I guess there is like an extra space there. Here we are going to create our reset function or reset event handler that targets the set count and makes sure that the count goes to 0 every time we click the reset button. Using the onClick method again, trying to link both the count and the button, and every time we're gonna click it, it should reset to 0. Okay, we're just waiting for our page to reload. Here you go. Okay, everything is all set up. I believe we are going to test it out again. Adding, subtracting, and reset buttons are complete. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you.